Hi, I'm feeling a little bit militant, a little bit righteous, maybe is the right word. I don't know what the right word is. I want to talk about 2012 and angels and energy and lots of other things which are much misunderstood and yet much talked about as if they are understood. The world is not going to end this year, 2012. It's not going to end. And if it does and we all die, then you can sue me. Okay? There is important work to be done here and now. And you know, since I can remember, since I was a little kid, there's been all this talk about imminent apocalypse. Like many people, I grew up in a time of a lot of fear around nuclear holocaust, nuclear war. And there was that, and there was also a comet that was going to hit us once. In fact, I remember a group of people, some kind of cult, all committed suicide at the moment when the comet was closest to Earth, because they believed that they would somehow, by doing that, by committing suicide at that moment, they would find themselves suddenly alive on the comet, and it would save them from the destruction of the Earth. Wow. And just today, which is why I'm telling this, why I'm making this video now, just today I heard about a friend of a friend who is quite obsessed with the whole sort of radical, hard version of the end of the world in 2012, and they heard about some Australian chap who is coming here to Slovenia and selling people his knowledge about where they can survive. Apparently he knows the one place in the world, which is Australia, where he comes from, where there won't be total devastation when whatever's going to happen happens. It's all bullshit. I mean, I don't think anyone sets out to maliciously misinform and sort of deceive everyone just to make money, but I think there are a lot of deluded people out there. Why? Because they live in fear, basically. Even though they might think that they're very evolved and they're far beyond fear, the mechanism of the ego and the mechanism of fear and control are very, very subtle. So, the point I want to make is, please, don't give your power to other people. I don't know what to call myself ever, but you could say I'm a spiritual teacher, you can say I'm a healer. I don't like any of these terms particularly, but there aren't really any nice things that I can call myself that describe what I do. But the point I want to make is, in the field in which I work, there's a lot of insecurity, a lot of fear, and a lot of nonsense. Don't give your power to anybody else. Real, genuine healing, real, genuine spiritual practice, real spirituality is a process of becoming more powerful, of taking more responsibility, of being more grounded on your feet, on the earth. And honestly, most, or at least very many of the people who work in this field of spirituality and healing allow the people that they work with to hand over their power. They allow them to not take responsibility. And it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. We have such a wealth of information available to us today at this moment in time. And to not take advantage of that, it really is a tragedy. So please don't ask people to tell you your future. Only you can decide what your future is. Please don't ask people who you were in past lives, because you won't get the truth. Each one of us is an incarnation of pure consciousness. Everything in you is everything in the universe. Everything in the universe is in you. We are so powerful, but we focus on a very, very limited perception of the infinite potential that we embody. And this is my request to you if you're watching this. Don't give your power to other people. Never. Whatever you do, if you ever feel that somebody is placing themselves in a position of authority and power, if somebody is enabling you to hand over your responsibility to yourself, to your ancestors, to your descendants, something's up. Something's not right. They might not be doing it on purpose. They might not be malicious about it, but things are not as they should and could be. So take responsibility for your own self, for your own process, for your own life, and recognize that everything you do, every action you take, every word that you speak, every thought that you have, everything that you feel in this life has consequences for many generations to come afterwards. And take responsibility for those consequences. And I know it sounds kind of doom and gloom, but it's not, because the more that you do this, the more joy you get from every moment that you're here. And we don't have that many moments. We should milk them. We should relish this life. So do this work that I'm talking about, because it's not only a responsibility, but it's also a joy. And as you do it, you increase your capacity for joy, for love, for a sense of freedom. And that's a very beautiful thing. Thanks for listening, and questions are welcome, always. Bye-bye.